welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are playing with new makeup. Things that are new to me, new to the market, and then a couple of other things that we're gonna add in, and I'll give you some updates. So let's just dive in. So as I said today, guys, I've got a bunch of new things to try out for all of you. So what I have on my face right now is the Merit stick. This is the concealer foundation stick. I have it in Dune. I really do love this. First of all, the color match is just freaky. I mean, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It doesn't cover up everything. Like I have some rosacea, some broken capillaries here along my cheek. I'm sure you've seen them in other videos if you've watched my videos. I have some here and definitely around my nose, but it does cover that up for the most part, enough to make me happy. I prefer a makeup, a foundation that gives me coverage but not full coverage, because I'm older. I feel like, me personally, my skin looks better when it has like a medium coverage or a light coverage. Full coverage on me, because my skin is more mature and dry, doesn't look as good. That's just to my taste. So I have that on my skin. I have my brows done with the Gucci brow pencil. And we're gonna play with some new stuff. So, Wayne Goss. This is the Wayne Goss Radiance Boosting Face Palette, Bronze and Sculpt. I have this in the light gold. It's a soft gold glow and a light taupe. Looks like these. I didn't get it into the other shades. I think they're gonna be too deep for me, but you know, we'll see. Then I have the new-ish Hermes lipstick in beige, a bluey? No, it's Ebloui. Ebloui? I mean, that's how it's spelled. E-B-L-O-U-I. So it would be Ebloui or Ebloui. As you guys know, I'm not great with languages. So there were 3 shades that came out for the spring. I did not pick up the other 2. The other 2 are very, very bright. They look really pretty. I just know I'm not gonna wear them, so I didn't pick them up. I have a lot of Hermes lipsticks. Many. I think I have like 12 or 13. I don't even know. And so yeah, I didn't. I was like, no, I'm not gonna wear them. I have enough. The summer collection that's coming out, they look more like balms almost. Those I'm gonna get when they come out with the blushes. So, but that I think is coming soon actually, because now we're in April. I also have the DIOR 659 Dune, which looks like this. Of course, we'll swatch all these things. I also have the Mirage coming. I just don't have it here yet, so it'll be here soon. It'll be here very soon. And then I have a new liner by Sisley. This is called Sweet Coral. Again, we'll swatch all this. I'll use the lipstick first so you guys can see it, and then we'll put the coral so you can see that in addition. And I'm gonna use some things that I've already used and give you updates. So like I said, the foundation I have on, concealer stick, whatever, is the Merit. I really love it. The stick works beautifully, seamless finish, looks great on my skin. My skin is dry and mature. As you can see, looks really, really good. I strongly recommend it. I think it's a great product. I mean, it's a great product. It really is. I have nothing but very high marks for it. So, very, very excited to have it. Okay. So let's go in with the Wayne Goss product first. I'm also going to use the Wayne Goss blush palette in, this one's Coral Rose, in addition to this, so you can see it. I also want to mention, I found some old testers, some Chanel, and that I thought I threw them away. Anyway, so I do have some old Chanel testers that I will break out soon and do a video on. What I want to know from you guys is, do you want a shorts on it? Do you want a reels? Do you want a full-length video? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades that I didn't previously swatch. When I did the video about the new blush formula, Chanel blush formula, I swatched all the blushes I have. So I have like 6 new shades. They're not new shades. They're shades that I now have back in my collection that I found. So let me know what you'd like. I can do, like I said, I can do shorts where you just, you know, I just swatch them on my arm and you see them, or I could swatch them, I could do it on my face. I could do full length videos. You guys let me know. Okay. So let's go in with the Radiance Boosting Face Palette, Bronze and Sculpt. This is, like I said, light gold. And so you have a soft gold glow and light taupe. So light taupe, oh, that's a light taupe, okay. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I might be able to go up into the medium. That's a contour to me. And then this would be the bronze. This is definitely cool, no doubt about it. This is like, I don't know, it's like a neutral bronzer. It's not super warm. It's got a coolness to it, but it's not like the Gucci. Let me pull out the Gucci bronzer for a second. Yeah, let's do it, yeah. Now this is the Gucci bronzer in the lightest shade, it's 01. So you can see the Gucci is cooler. This has more of a satin feel to it too. The Gucci looks more matte. This more looks like a glow, like it's described. It's similar though. It's not that different, shade-wise. All right, so for the contour, what brush do I want to use for the contour? I think I'm going to use the Sonia G mini base brush. And the reason is I want something that's just going to get like right in there. I want something a little bit more specific for my contour. So let's try that and see how that works. I want to kind of like draw a line and then buff it in. And where you put your contour, like anything else, is it's a very personal decision. No, but I mean, you can, you know, a lot of people put it higher. I do some days where I do it higher. Some days I do it lower, like I'm doing today. It just depends on what kind of look I'm going for. That works well for me though, contour-wise. Like, that's a good shade. Again, it's cool, very cool. And for contour, that's really what you want. Not so much for bronzer. Like, I mean, I like a cool bronzer, don't get me wrong. I really do like a cool bronzer, but for contour, you want cool. Now, I know it looks a little funny at the moment because it looks like too stark, but I'm gonna kind of pinch this. Well, that worked. Okay. All right, so what I like to do, like, I like to draw the contour on, like, or not draw on, brush on like this, then go in with like a bronzer and other things, and then buffing them out. So you can see right now, like, this contour is fine for me. Like, this is a good shade for me. I'm pretty pale, so this works well. If I went up a step, I actually think it would be too deep. So this was the right choice. That doesn't shock me because I am so pale, but all right, then we'll go in with the bronzer, and I'll use the Tom Ford bronzer brush. I got some questions about me saying that I wanted to replace the brush, and they were like, why would you want to replace the brush? You love it. Yes, but I've had this brush for, God, I don't even know how long. I mean, I've had this brush. I don't know how long I've had this brush. A very long time. And there's a part of me that does worry that it's going to eventually, you know, I'm not going to have it forever, is my point. And that would really upset me because it's a beautiful brush and I use it for every bronzer. And, you know, I just want to make sure I have something to back it up in case it does die on me at some point. I mean, the glue that's in the ferrule here and the way this is put together, if you're careful with your brushes, you know, you shouldn't have too many problems. But I can already tell, like, one side of the brush is a little higher than this side, which I think means that the hairs are coming out. And I don't know if that's because I didn't, like, when I was, I don't know if I maybe, like, didn't treat it well enough, and so maybe now it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the thing is. Like, maybe it's the hairs are coming out because I haven't washed it correctly, or I didn't in the past, or who knows. But the point is, I'm not sure I'm gonna have this brush forever. So I have been looking to see if I can replace it with something. Okay, so that's what the bronzer and contour look like on me. And I can tell you, they are beautiful. It looks really nice. I need to buff it in, but it looks really nice. It looks really good. The contour is perfect for my skin. The bronzer is beautiful. It went on perfectly. It's a great shade. It's glowy. It's warm, but not too warm. And I just put it on, but I think it looks great. Now what I do is, this is the Face One brush. I kind of buff things in. You don't have to use powder. I tend not to because my skin is so dry. But if you're oily, you know, just go in with a powder and buff it in. This way, everything gets smoothed out. And when I have my hair back like this, I have to then pull back all the little stray hairs. But, you know, you do what you gotta do. I mean, that's fine. So, yeah, I think that looks great. I love the shade. I love the formula. It feels really nice. It's beautiful. Wayne Goss did an amazing job. I've said this before. His blush palettes, the highlighter blush palettes, they're outstanding. So I'm happy that these are, this contour bronze is the same. If you haven't seen the blush palettes, I mean, they're the same setup. This is Coral Rose. We'll use this one today. And I'm very impressed. Let's use the Chikuhodo FO4 for the highlight. I like to put the highlight on first in his palettes. I feel like it blends better that way. I actually do that a lot now. For a lot of looks that I do, I'll put the highlighter on first and then go in with the blush, just because I feel a lot of times it does look better just overall. But with his, it definitely does. I mean, his curation was amazing. The colors that he put together work perfectly. Coral Rose is probably my favorite, but they're all beautiful, and I use them all the time. And there's a lot of product here, so this is not going to go quickly. This is 0.58 ounces. I think it's got a 12-month, no, it's got 24 months. Let's look. Has a 24-month shelf life, so it's going to last a long time, which is awesome. That's great. Yeah, and this is again in light gold. So if you're my coloring, if you have, you know, fair skin, light skin, yeah, I think this is the way to go, me personally. I'm gonna go back in with the Face One brush and just buff that all in again. So I was thinking of buying like the medium palette that he came out with in the Sculpt and Bronze. I just think it would be too deep, because I went in relatively light with this, and I think that's perfect for my skin tone. I think medium would be too much. I know Aileen from A Merch Beauty would differ with my opinion, but I think for me and my comfort level, this is perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go with my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. I've been doing this. The Merit one works well as well. And I don't do it before I put all my powder on, because when I buff out my face, I have a tendency to buff out my brows and therefore ruin them. So I go in with this product after I do the Gucci pencil to kind of give it a little bit more definition. And I'm really liking this. I've been doing it with the Merit, and I've been doing it with the Tom Ford. You could also do it with the ABH, but like I said, the ABH, the issue is once you put the wax through the brows, it kind of takes out the color. So, you know, that kind of creates a problem, because I I need the shades because my eyebrows are sparser than I would like them to be. All right, so let's move to the Christian Dior Dune. Now, if you guys have seen my reels or my shorts on the Tom Ford product, this is the Soleil Cream and Powder Eye Color. I have it in Black Sand. I got a lot of questions. Black Sand is the same as Sunset. I don't know why they're different names for the same product, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But they should be exactly the same. If they're not, let me know. But my understanding is they are the same. They are beautiful, and I will do a full-length video with this as soon as the lip product gets here. I'm just waiting for the lip gloss. It should be soon. So in case you guys are wondering, I am going to do a full video with it and go into in depth about what I think about it and all that good stuff, but I wanted to wait until I got the lip gloss. Okay, so let's take a look at Dune. So a couple things about this palette and the formula versus the new formula from Dior that came out last year in their 5 color quints. This is supposed to be, and I would argue it is, but we'll talk about that, more luminous. There's like a white or a cream shade in all of these, in each shade, that makes it like glowy. So they're all like that. Every shade. You'll see it in a minute. So what you're getting is a more luminous, lighter look. Not everyone is gonna love this because it is not as pigmented. They're pigmented. These are actually pretty pigmented. Like I said, this is the Dune, so I can't speak to the Mirage because it's not here yet, but they are pigmented, but they're all glowy, and so they're not deep, you know what I mean? Like, they're not rich shades. They're luminous shades. I think it's gonna depend on what you like. So I'll show you again. Those are the shades. So the first shade is I started from the upper left. It has more of an orange, and then the other shade that has more of like a peach to it. So for those of you who want like a matte or who want like a super deep shade in your quint, you might not be thrilled with this because they're all luminous shades. They all have like a glow to them. I think that, now again, who knows, maybe people will totally disagree with me. I think folks that have more mature skin are actually gonna really like this. But it depends. You know, maybe if you really like a super pigmented look and a deep, rich look and not necessarily a glowy, luminous look, you won't like it. So I don't, you know, I don't know is basically the answer here. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, there's not a matte. So I'm gonna go in with the brownest shade first. This is what I would say is the most neutral, sort of. Like I said, the other shades are more like orange, more peachy. I think this is definitely warm leaning as well. I think it's really pretty, but you know, again, this is preference and this is taste, so you know, I might love it, you might hate it, and that's okay. Going in with the Hourglass, I think it's number 6, yeah, number 6. I am gonna pick up more Hourglass brushes, guys. I've actually been very impressed with this brush. I think it lays down product very well. I think it's super soft. I really like it. So this shade, this brownie shade, as you can see, it is very luminescent. It has a nice glow to it. It does not, in my opinion, accentuate texture on the eye, which is always nice. It does have, you know, a reasonable amount of pigment. The formula does feel a little different than the other quits. I have not gone through to check the ingredients yet, so that is something that I have to do, and you know, I'll do more in depth. This is more of a first impressions for you guys and how it looks, but I don't know about the oils and stuff that are in here. Like the moisturizer, there was like aloe vera and pine oil, something like that in the other ones. I don't know if the mixture is the same because you have this luminosity in these that may exist in some of the other shades, but they don't exist in the entire quad because quint, because like I said, you can see in each shade there's this cream shade that's part of each shade, which I think is what's creating the luminescence of the shade. All right, so now we're gonna go back in. I'm gonna use the the more orange shade, just because I like that a little better. It's a little warmer. The other one is a little pinkier. It's not pink, it just has a little bit more, like apricot. And I'm gonna put this on the outer half of the eye and then into the crease as well. I'm just gonna be a little bit more specific, targeted in where I put it. I'm not gonna blend it out as much. I think these shades are really beautiful, but again, they are warm leaning. They're not pink. They're not pink Sakura. But you know, Dior has other quints that they're releasing, or at least that's my understanding, that are pinker, that are cooler. So we will hopefully see those soon. So I will let you see that so far. And I'm using some of my new Rephr brushes. This is Rephr brush number 28. And I'm gonna take the more golden shade, not the one in the middle, and put that on the eyelid. You can see the luminosity in every single shade. Everything is glowy, like shiny glowy, which, you know, is very pretty. And it does, like I said, it does look nice on mature skin because it's a mature, it's an adult, shimmery kind of thing. So like if you like shimmery highlighting kind of shades, but you don't like them because you feel like they accentuate your texture in your face or your eyelids, this one does not do that. So it has a luminosity to it and it looks shiny and pretty, but it doesn't, you know, settle into lines. At least I haven't noticed that it does. So I mean, that's a nice plus. All right, we're gonna take the shade in the middle, the creamy shade, and as soon as I find my brush, here we go. I think it's gonna work really well as an inner corner shade or as a topper over everything else. I just think it's a really pretty color. But like I said, it's light. It's not a deep, does not have a ton of pigment to it. In fact, we're gonna use another Rephr brush here. This is a 02 brush. And I'm gonna take that same shade and just put it up in the brow area, brow bone area, very lightly. Like I said, it's not super pigmented. It definitely has a lot of glow and luminosity like all the other shades, but it's the least pigmented shade of the quint. And I'm gonna kind of blend that into the brown shade that I used first. All right, so now I'm gonna take the pinkier, the redder, whatever we wanna call it, shade, and I'm gonna use that, gonna go in with my Chikuhodo, I think this is a GSN 10. And just add a little bit of reddish tone in kind of the middle of the eye. And you'll see when I do this, it has more of this, what's the best way to, it's almost rosy, not quite, but you'll see when I do it. It's very pretty. And I think it works to kind of deepen up the look. It's actually the shade that to me has the most oomph to it. I know it sounds odd, but even though it's like the brown is technically like a deeper shade, but I think, anyway, I think the red shade is the reddish shade. It's like a burnt umber. If you've ever painted, that's what it is. It's a burnt umber shade. Those of you who have used paints and have done art class, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's just basically a reddish, luminescent brown. Okay, so now I'm gonna take 03 brush, Refer, and I'm gonna go in with the deepest, that brown that we used first, and I'm just gonna run it lower lash line. I'm gonna keep it soft. I just think it's very pretty, very soft look. All right, so if I want to do a liner on the top, I think I need to keep it light because I don't think this is a strong, like I don't think a deep brown liner would be right here. This is just me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Copper Charge. There's a lighter shade on the top and a deeper shade on the bottom. That's the top shade. It's like this copper shade. And then the bottom shade is the matte shade. And it's definitely deeper, but it has like a copper like shade to it. It's not just brown. So I'm gonna use that on the top. And I'm just gonna keep it really close to the eyelashes. And then I'm gonna take the metallic and do the inner, and I'm gonna do the waterline underneath. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you in close so you can see the look before I put any mascara on. There's the look up close and personal. So again, I really think it's very pretty. I like the formula. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna buff out the top part so you can just see it a little, like so I can blend it a little bit more. I think it's really luminescent, which is exactly what they were going for, I think. I mean, that's what they said. That's what DIOR said. And it's very glowy, and I think it's very pretty for spring. I just think it is different than the other quints that we've been using, or I've been using since last year. The formula is different. Now, is it worse? No, in my opinion, it's not, but it's different. So it's a different look. Like it's more glowy. I keep using the same words, I know, glowy, luminescent, but that is what it is. So it's a different feel and it's a different look. So if you don't like this, again, that's a personal preference, but it does look beautiful on the eye, and I really do like it. It kind of reminds me a little of the Suku, a little bit. Not exactly, but a little. All right, so let me curl my lashes and do mascara. I'm going to use the I'm going to use the Bite mascara because I've been using that and I really love it. Like I do. Again, I'm not using it on my bottom lashes because I hit my skin with it, but on upper lashes, it's phenomenal. And there we go with mascara. And I will tell you, like I said, the Bite Upswing Mascara, Bite Beauty, it's, and I have it on my eyelid, but that's fine. It's phenomenal mascara. I mean, it goes on super fast. I have that weird wonky eyelash that's driving me nuts. Oh, I want to pluck it out. So the mascara works wonders. It's really good. It goes on super fast. And I have Kelly from Cute Beauty Real to thank for that mascara because she recommended it and I love it. It's a fantastic mascara. The wand is huge and I I am not capable of using it on my bottom lash, but bottom lashes, but on the top lashes, it is amazing. So check out Kelly's channel, Keep Beauty Real. She's so close to 1,000 subscribers, guys. And she's so sweet and so talented and just such a nice person. You know, we hear all these terrible things about the beauty community on YouTube, and I'm not gonna even get into it. I'm sure a lot of it's real, and I'm sure there are terrible things. There's terrible things in the world, but there's also great things in the world and great people. And Kelly from Keep Beauty Real is one of those people. Check out her channel. You will not be disappointed. She's a sweetheart, an incredibly talented makeup artist and hairstylist, and she has great recommendations like this Bite Beauty Upswing Mascara. Just phenomenal. All right, so let's go to the last thing on the list today, which is the Hermes lipstick in the shade I can't pronounce. Beige Eblouis? That doesn't sound right. Eblouis? Anyway, oh, whatever. Okay, so that's the shade. Let's try it on the lips. Okay, two things to say. One, I actually like the shade. Most of the Hermes lipsticks I've tried, I have not loved the shade. This shade I like. This is nice. I wouldn't say it's beige. I wouldn't say it's brown, but it's a pink, but it's a nice pink. Like I do like it. I would say it's like a cool, almost a rosy pink, but like in a nice, I mean, you know, not too Barbie pink. It's nice. I like it. It has a scent. All the Hermes lipsticks have scent, but it's very light and it's fruity. It's nice. It's not a perfumey scent. It's a nice scent, actually. But again, if you don't like fragrance, you know, I get that. This feels nicer than the other Hermes lipsticks I have, which is interesting. I also think it went on better. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit more and do a comparison between this and the other lipsticks I have from Hermes, because I feel like this formula might be a little bit different. They didn't say anything about changing the formula, but I have a number of satin lipsticks and this feels a little bit different. Interesting. Okay, so let's use the Sicily. This is Sweet Coral. I'll show you the shade. And I bought this shade because of Jen at Just Glow Firefly, who's also another absolute joy on YouTube. She's so sweet, and she picked it up and loved it. And I was like, I don't really have anything that's coral. Like, I don't have a coral liner. And I thought, you know, I should have something that is coral. And I love the Sicily liners. So let's see how this works with this shade. I think for the purposes of what we've done today on the eye, it actually works well because it warmed it up a little bit, and you know, the eye look is a little bit warmer. But yeah, it's the lipstick feels really good. I like the shade. I love this coral, Sweet Coral. It's a nice shade that I didn't have anything like. All right, so we've come to the end of the look today. So the Merit concealer stick, really, guys, really. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I really like it. I think it works extraordinarily well. It blends right into the skin. It looks phenomenal on. If you have dry skin like mine, but you've been looking for a stick, this might be the one for you. It looks just great. The Wayne Goss. He did an amazing job. I love the contour and the highlighter. It's a good, he split the difference because it's glowy and it's a beautiful bronzer, but it's not too warm or too cool. It's a really, in my opinion, good neutral bronzer, which is nice. And it also works well on my pale skin, which again is not that easy to do. The contour is perfect. I think if you're pale to fair, this is gonna be awesome for you. If you're a medium skin tone, I think it's gonna be too light. I mean, I don't know because I'm not a medium skin tone, so you'd have to check it out yourself. But I think you could see on me, I went in relatively lightly and it's, you know, it works. But if you have, you know, deeper skin tone than that, this will not be deep enough. I of course use the Coral Rose highlighter and blush, which I love. My understanding is that it's still sold out at Beautylish. Hopefully it comes back soon. His palettes are just amazing. The Dune Dior eyeshadows. I think this is a beautiful look, and I think it really does look very pretty. But it is a luminescent, glowy look. So if you're looking for something like deep and pigmented, this is not it. This to me screams spring. Like, I mean, when I think, you know, it's like flowers. It's pretty and it's light and it's glowy and luminescent. I think it looks really good. I have lines and texture and stuff on my eyelids, and this right over it, which is great. Love it. So I think it looks really nice. I'm excited to try the Mirage. I know the Mirage and the Dune are very similar. I've seen swatches. So I don't know if it's going to look that different from this, but I am glad at least that I have the Dune. The lipstick. I really like the shade. Beige Abloui or Abloui, I don't know. But I do, I like the shade. It's like a rosy pink, but it has a little bit of beige, which is nice. I would love for Hermes to actually come out with some shades that are browns, like brownie pinks, but maybe that's too much to ask, I don't know. But I do like this one, this shade probably better than all the other shades that I have. The Sweet Coral, I love Sisley liners, and it's a shade that I just don't have in my collection, so I think that's awesome. And I'll have to let you know if this formula feels a little, when I was putting it on, it does feel a little different than the other formulas, the other Hermes lipsticks that I have. I didn't hear that they changed their formula, but it does feel a little bit different. Packaging is still the same. They're in these cases, and then they're magnetic. They're really pretty cases. They're sizable. I mean, like they're nice. This is limited edition, I think, packaging. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure because the shades are different. But yeah, but I do really like it. I have to say that contour shade really works for me because I don't usually contour my nose, but it did a really good job. It's the right shade for me. Like it's cool enough, but it's not too deep because I'm so pale. I like it. I do, I like it. The Bite Upswing Mascara, if you're okay with a big wand, I would strongly get that mascara. It's a great mascara. It works really well. It's super easy. I literally just did this one coat, just like boom and out, which is what I like to do. I don't like to spend a lot of time. And this worked really, really well. So yeah, I don't have any fails today. I haven't had fails lately. I know you guys are looking for a fail. I don't have one. I'm sure there will be one. I'm trying to think, has there been any fails lately? Oh, there's some things that I haven't liked as much, but I haven't had a fail. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so I think that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.